restrictions have been scrapped across the UAE. It's November, but it feels like Christmas because Nsima have finally made all of our wishes come true with this simple announcement. So November 6th, Nsima held a government media briefing where they made a huge announcement shared across all platforms. All major COVID-19 restrictions have been completely dropped. It's amazing to bring you this news. And yes, this also applies to Abu Dhabi.
However, it must be worn at health facilities and centres for people of determination. Al Husn app will be used as your vaccination and PCR test indicator if you're traveling and the destination you're going to requires it. So it's still going to exist within reason. It will no longer be needed to access places like AD, like the whole AD. It's been a lot, but we're past it now. Those who have tested positive for COVID must isolate for 5 days as well.
Which is still worth noting that if you do get that positive test, it's still 5 days isolation required. But as you said, do not delete your Al Husn app. It will still be handy to prove. So whenever you do get a test, whenever it's needed, because what they're saying is, unless you're going into a medical clinic, it's no need for Al Husn Green in Abu Dhabi. However, if there's a big event on, in any emirate, it's up to the emirate or it's up to the event organisers themselves to make that decision.
Yeah.
So potentially someone could say, hey, and it's also just handy if you're getting on a flight or whatever to always have your Al Husn to say,
literally,
here it is.
Yeah.
I'm negative, all of that stuff. So it is, keep Al Husn, do not delete it. It's a very useful app to have on your phone. But it's just done.
Things are back to normal. It really feels like things are, now it's just a precautionary thing. Wear a badge of honor when you need to, walking into an airplane, but you don't need it as drastically as before, and it just feels normal. I went to the beach over the weekend and I saw the flags, the four flags.
Amazing. Down at Kite Beach?
Yeah, first time going.
Tell everyone about that because that's amazing.
I liked it. So I went at night, so you couldn't walk through the flags. First time going to Kite Beach. Not what I expected, but very fun. There were so many people, and people weren't wearing masks, but everyone stood at a distance and everything, so it felt safe. But I was like, oh my God, this is what life once felt like. And I was happy. It's
the beautiful setup they do every year, starting at Flag Day, and then it will usually there until National Day weekend.
I'm not sure.
In tribute to the leaders of the UAE. It's thousands of flags in beautiful precision. It's amazing. And then you just go and you can kind of walk. It's like a flag maze. So it's great for kids, great for adults too. Where exactly, how do you get there?
I think it's in the center. It's right next to Salt.
Right next to Salt.
Yeah.
Everyone Salt.
Yeah. And I wish I could see it from an aerial view because it must have equated to one big image that I didn't get to see because obviously eye level view. But it was so cool. You can
we have it on IG.
Sorry?
I think we have the video shared on Instagram.
Oh, well, that's on me. But you can walk through it between 10 a.m. and 7 p.m.
Nice.
Just as an FYI. It is really cool, honestly. It's the first time I see it. I saw it last year on our Instagram when I was first properly a resident here. I was like, oh, can't wait to see this. And I felt like I went at the perfect time.
So if you have visitors and they're looking for something that's free and friendly and fun to do, send them directly to Kite Beach, get a burger at Salt, get one of those Lotus shakes, and then go to.
First time trying Salt as well, by the way.
You have not done enough in this city. You've never been to Kite Beach, you've never tried Salt? The sliders?
No, I tried the sliders now. And the fries, the spicy fries.
They started my journey on Lotus, by the way.
Really?
Because obviously Lotus is great with everything and every dessert, but I didn't realize until I came here, and I had probably Salt was one of my first burgers.
Yeah, that's a good starter, starter burger.
Let's jump into our next story. Well, how would you know? You only just tried it.
No, I'm saying the taste was rich. They had options, they had variety. So you coming to Dubai for the first time and trying Salt, it's a good starter to a good introduction to the burgers of Dubai.
And it's a homegrown Emirati brand who started it, and they've done so well. So it's amazing to follow the journey.
Yep, exactly.